Hey guys, so this morning, it's actually, wait, what day is it today? It is a Sunday, which is always my rest day. So you just hear Ada just drinking in the background. Have you ever heard such a noisy drinker? Anyway, let me continue. So this morning, went for I call it the medium walk with Ada. Typically on a Sunday, I actually take her around Battersea Park, which gets me about 13,000 steps. I do that walk actually with one of my friends, one of my clients, typically. That's actually I enjoy that a lot, doing that on a Sunday. But this Sunday, I'm actually seeing my best friend from home, and we're hanging out, and we always accrue a stupid number of steps. And I'm going to be wearing my 10 kilo vest for that too. So I'm preparing myself for that. So I didn't do the morning extra long walk. So typically my rest days are higher in steps. And I say my rest days, my one rest day of the week on a Sunday, I just like to get maybe like 20,000 steps or so. I think me and my friend Cam, actually you've seen him on the vlogs, we've got up to like 30,000 steps before. Don't imagine we're going to do that many. I'm not personally feeling like I want to do quite that many. Anyway, it's also, more importantly, the Euro final. So it's Italy versus England. I have no idea how we've got to the final, but we played well, and we've had a good path there. We haven't come across anyone super difficult, like Spain, Portugal, France, Italy, for example. So right now, this morning I just prepared a meal because me and Charlotte are gonna be going out for that. So we're gonna go around a friend's house. So because I know I'm going to be out all day, I prepared this morning before actually I had my breakfast. My breakfast on a rest day, I keep the same breakfast every day. I've just got my oats. I then mix in, I cook my oats in skim milk. I mix in some whey protein, bit of casein as well, to kind of have that slower kind of digesting protein in there as well. I then put in frozen blueberries and then dark chocolate, and yeah, it's like a really big favorite breakfast of mine. So I just made this though, which is in here. I'll talk you through what's in the Tupperware container. So this is a bit of a mishmash, to be honest, but it's just full of satiety, and it's got my protein and some carbs. So it's actually very, very low fat. So I'm getting my fats elsewhere. So here we have a tin of tuna under there, mashed in with some salsa. Salsa is a great diet food, tasty and very low calorie. We've got some boiled potatoes over the top. And then I've got some baked beans there. So there's half a tin of baked beans in the fridge, and I was just like, oh, that's actually pretty perfect. High fiber, some protein. And then I've got a bunch of tomatoes and a whole pepper in there. So good amount of veggies, high fiber, boiled potato, very satiating, and then plenty of protein with the tuna and the baked beans. So you might be thinking, Steve, why the hell are you taking Tupperware to a friend's to eat your dinner? Why am I doing that? So the reality is I'm 8 weeks out from my first show. 8 and then 16 weeks is my second show. I'm pretty considerably lean already, but I simply don't want to consume the foods that they're consuming. That's the end of the day. And I couldn't really make it work within my day of eating. I'm at a point now where if I am not on top of my food, nutrient timing, the type of foods I'm consuming, if they're not quite satiating, that it can throw me off quite a bit. And I already know, to be honest, that tonight's going to be a later night than usual. The England game kickoff is at 8, so I'm there about an hour away, so I know I'm not going to get back till 11, and normally I'm in bed by then, and I'm not going to be. So I know my sleep's already going to be impacted, so if my nutrition is slightly off, it's just not going to feel the best, and they're very understanding. We didn't even have to necessarily have dinner there. I could have just eaten dinner at home beforehand, but Charlotte wants to go and have burgers with them, and they're going to prepare all of that, and I just don't want to be an inconvenience and have to I could take my own burgers and stuff, and it's just well, I can just sit there and have my Tupperware meal, whatever, it's not a big deal. If this was outside of contest prep, if this was just a normal diet, would I be doing that? No. But with contest prep and where I am at this point in time, it just makes sense, and it's very not stressful for me. It's socially very convenient, and it's not a problem. So yeah, there is kind of times and place for that, and it's not very often, but today is a day where it's totally appropriate and it's all right, and I'm happy enough doing it. And today I hit new territory that I haven't weighed in at under 179 pounds since like 2018. So it's years since I've been as light as I am now, which is pretty exciting. And this is the point at which I'm having thoughts of, should I be slowing things down? Last week I considered a refeed. I had a bit of a chat with Pascal, kind of convinced me not to. And the reason kind of came to the conclusion not to was my performance is still going pretty well in the gym. I'm feeling okay. There was no signs to take the refeed apart from maybe trying to stick to a somewhat arbitrary, not fully arbitrary, but somewhat arbitrary rate of loss. Where right now, at the level of leanness I am, the general recommendation would be losing probably at about 0.5% of your body weight per week. Whereas I'm actually closer to 1% than I am 0.5%. So things will need to slow down, but I've got one more week of hard training. And if I really feel beat during that hard week of training, I might take a refeed day, I might. Especially because I know the last few days I have been feeling a bit more fatigued, and if it will just help me get through that week, then I will. But then I have a deload for which I plan to take the entire week as a diet break, because I've earned it. I've earned that ability to have a back off, and I'm quite excited to actually see what my physique looks like. Not my food, what my physique looks like with a bit more glycogen in there, and it isn't as flat, because I think it'll make a huge difference for me personally. Hopefully it's not cold.
Thank you.
No worries.
Yeah, sorry I'm so late.
Oh no, it's alright. So just picked up lunch from M&S. What have I got? Got some Mexican style chicken, some raspberries, some lentil crispy things, and an apple and Dr. Pepper Zero. What's Cam got? The barbecue Japanese wrap and some crisps. This is a light lunch for you. This is not much. So we are on our way. Look, Charlotte, get the badge. There you go. We've got our England shirts on, and we're on our way to Charlotte's friend, also my friend, but Charlotte's main friend, to watch the game and have some food. And obviously, you know, I've got my food in this bag. Ada's also with us. She's going to be supporting England. Hopefully we do bring it home. So yeah, it's exciting. I'll try and get some footage because it's been crazy busy in central London today, and I think the tube right now is going to be crazy. It's also starting to rain, so I'm going to say ciao for now.
Italy against England at Wembley.
Guy like 12 or something.
He's gonna do it. Come on, you're gonna do it. This is gonna start you. Ah! Ada. So the worst thing happened. England lost on penalties, and it went overtime to penalties. So it is very late now. It's 12:30, I think, and yeah, we're not going to get home until 1, which is unfortunate because the tube was just incredibly rammed, and we had Ada. It was just impossible to get on anything, and I think actually the tube might be even shut now. And then there's no Ubers available right now, or seemingly none available. So we're having to walk the whole way, and I don't know how many steps I would have done, but I had already hit maybe around 30,000 or something yesterday, and now I probably will have already hit 10,000 for Monday, and I still haven't gone to sleep by not ideal. But at least it stopped raining, hasn't it?
Something.
Something.